I clicked the wrong one. Let's see. Yep, I clicked the wrong one.
Cartoons when I talk about drama. I can make some magic happen if I hit the right shit. You ain't got enough XP to make the same amount of money. You ain't got enough XP to have the same dash as me. Niggas acting
weird, flip flopping like a sneak hoe. Niggas acting weird, flip flopping like they sneak up.
I just sit back and get money.
Like I preach what I believe.
You gotta believe, cause you not niggas trip on having backs like me, but that's offense. Niggas be so broke that even though they pay me fans.
Like you said, I'm not cutting that.
But that's offense. Niggas be so broke that even though they pay me fans. Niggas ain't blind, we can see your pockets need vaccine. And if you stand up on
Alright.
and if I stand up on this business, I'ma still be like 5'9". And if it's time to stand up the phonies, I got like 24 tones. For when it's time to call niggas broke, I keep out 25 racks. Got this cash about the muscle when I'm rolling this condom ass. When you gon' pay your cash, your mom multiply like 100 times. I'm jacking y'all, got a suck, got away, I'll keep looking at my shit. Niggas trip on having backs like me, but that's offense. Niggas be so broke that even though they pay me fans. Cause niggas trip on having backs.
You're not gonna keep dashing back and forth while I'm talking, little bro. Come right here. Come right here. Sit. Look, that's exactly why. Stop. Stop. Oh yeah, let me put my mouse on the charger while I'm yapping. Yep, okay, cool, it's plugged in. Alright. Alright. So, starting off, today is the 11th day in April. And you know what day that means today is? Today is BBL Day. Now, you might think it's Marvel Rivals Season 2 Met Gala or Krakoa Gala, whatever it's called, update. But no, really, this is the BBL update. This is the update where secretly and quietly, they gave everybody a little baby makeup bump on the back, you feel me? They gave everybody a little cacao on the back. Especially the guys. They gave the guys some fatties this season. So all the women that been complaining that the dude's butts was too small, that they want a little bit of bigger booty, better booty on the dude characters, don't worry, the Marvel Rival developers got you. So according to Dexterto, the game has already been accused of leaning a bit far into making its characters attractive, blah blah blah, caked up Venom, Malice, Invisible Woman's skin, but some players were missing out on the fun. Namely, Captain America, Wolverine players felt left out, wondering why they had negative ass. Oh look, see, they got side-by-side pictures showing you like, look, the booties got buffed a little bit. So all the women that was crying that the dudes ain't got a big enough booty, they trying to help you out a little bit. They trying to give you something for you little gooners to flick your bean with, for you to sit at your desk and till your eyes get crossed to. They got you. Hey, if I ever seen like accessibility, never seen accessibility in a game after seeing something like this. This is accessibility in game, and they're making sure that all audiences can enjoy the game. They're making sure that not only can male gooners enjoy the game, they're making sure that female gooners with the Power Blast fucking rapid drill tool Rolls toy can enjoy too. And I gotta say again, I love seeing accessibility in gaming. Oh, I forgot to turn my filters on. Hold on. I just realized. Volume's alright. Okay, let's hit that bomb again. There we go. Let's hit the... Hey! Nope. Over here. Over here, doggo. Thank you. But yes, the Season 2 update cakes up nearly every character. Even the default skins got subtle upgrades in the Yeeks department. Let's get to the yams! That's what I'm gonna say in every patch notes. Every patch notes, we're gonna be reading like, let's get to the yams! Show me the way! That's gonna be me every update from now on. Even the default skins got subtle upgraded. It's not even a pay-to-win situation. A player recently ran side-by-side comparisons of the old modules and new ones. The results are clear. Severe chic inflations for Buki, Wolverine, Moon Knighters, and fucking Moon Knighters. Goddamn spooks. Star-Lord and Mr. Hey! Ho-ho! He! For foes. It's even worse for Magic. And Psylocke's X2 outfits, they give them cheek upgrades. Alright, this looks like Photoshop. This looks like they redrew that shit. The devs are just doing an analysis of what gets upvotes on subreddit. These charges are comically subtle too. Another fan said, what gets me is it's so subtle. Like a dude who's really messing with the cheek sizes trying to get it fucking perfect. What a fine These niggas using the most exquisite vocabulary to describe their big butt fetishes. And I'm not gonna lie, can't even get mad at them. It is what it is, you feel me? Everybody can enjoy a nice booty every once in a while. This is something players spotted near launch and they've only leaned into it further. Marvel Rivals has fully embraced the cake. They embrace the cake. I know I sound like a brain rot factory machine, but come on now. Come on now. I miss the rage. I embrace the cake. Come on now. That. Reflex bombs for that. Or 4. I don't know. I wasn't keeping track. But to talk about something a little bit more goonery. Date Everything, the game that'll let you get intimate with your vacuum wait, hold up. This is not the right music. It's not the right music. If my folder will load. Folder. Steam Deck? What's going on? Okay, my Steam Deck's not loading. Never mind. Date Everything, the game that'll let you get intimate with your vacuum cleaner without risking an embarrassing trip to the hospital, finally has a fresh release date. So if you ever had the fantasy of looking at your vacuum cleaner, you was just sitting over there looking at your vacuum cleaner, biting your lip, looking at it, shake your head like, yeah, you and me? Come here. And you don't give a damn about what nobody has to say. You don't care about what Dr. Umar or any reasonable human being has to say about you shouldn't clap that vacuum cleaner. You sitting there like, shh. What me and this vacuum cleaner got going on? You don't need to get in between the middle of that. They trying to hit you like, bro, it's a vacuum cleaner. Go have relations with an actual real person. And you sitting there like, shh. It's real enough to me. It feels real good to me. That's the only type of real I need. Well, guess what? Instead of doing it in real life, you got a video game to do it. You ever wanted to goon to, I don't know, fucking a piano or something? Well, this game got you. Not heard of it before? Well, if you're into putting a pair of special sunglasses and getting it on with a door, piano, or laundry basket that might be voiced by the likes of Final Fantasy 16's Ben Starr, or the Horizon series Ashley Birch, or Baldur's Gate 3, blah, 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 blah. That's the gist of Date Everything. Wait, what else they got in here? Let me see. They got a piano, a guitar, I think she's supposed to be. She got Pop-Tart earrings. A chicken. Well, I guess gay dudes specifically are gonna like that one because they love fucking cock. Anyway, I don't know why that ran across my mind, but whatever. As well as announcing that new release date, which again is the 17th of June, developer Sassy Chap Games has put out a fresh trailer. Oh, fuck all this talking. Let's watch the trailer. I wanna watch them talk about dating everything.
Seriously have magic date furniture fuck glasses?
Wait a minute, that's a crazy way to start the trailer.
Magic date furniture fuck glasses? Hey there! Your life is about to change. Hope you're ready. I'm a pair of Dateviator glasses.
What if they want to fuck the person who's giving them the glasses instead of a doorway?
My name is Sky.
I will press a button on my Steam Deck, but it's not loading.
Special properties. They allow you to directly acknowledge a thing's existence or date. You see all the things around your house, things you might have taken for granted. Now
They got you out here fucking trash cans, bro. Just go to a trailer park if you want to fuck a trash can.
you have the power to get to know them better. A lot better.
He's out here for the burn their dick on the toaster. Instead of, well, it's better than burning your dick in a coochie.
House.
Better than catching an STD, not gonna lie.
Granted. Now you
3rd-degree burn is gonna make your dick fall off though.
get to know them better.
If you're fucking a plunger, you're actually nasty.
In fact, let's go on a date right now.
Those are used to clean actual shit.
Any door, put on the deviators, and shoot some cool beams at it. Pew, pew, pew. After awakening an object for the first time, you get to speak with them here.
So, I'm not gonna lie, this is one of those games that has an existence that's funnier than the actual game. Cause like, the comedy of this game is from its existence. And I think you pretty much get the point. The joke is kind of dead at this point. Let's talk about some real gaming news, like how Nintendo fans are apparently successfully shutting down Switch to scalpers. Now, when it comes to scalpers and the topic of scalping, I'm not really too tough on either side, because I understand that some people feel bad about the idea of scalping, because it's like, damn bro, it's fucked up. You taking a $100 product, for example, not saying the Switch is $100, but just to give you an example, you're taking a $100 product and making it $400 for no reason other than because you know people are going to pay you because they're impatient and they need to get it. But on the other end of the spectrum, I look at it like, is scalping pretty shitty and scummy? No, not really. There are way worse things in the world you could do than scalping. Nigga, I'd rather you be a scalper than you sell drugs, you be a fucking hitman, or any other kind of crazy stuff like that. So to me, scalping is not the worst thing in the world. And also, like, I have self-control. Like, if I want to get something and the only way to get it is to scalp, I'll just simply not get it. I have self-control like that. Hey people, guys, you don't have to get a Switch day one. I know this may be crazy, especially for you fucking Nintendo fans, because y'all eat up anything Nintendo slaps down on your plate. If Nintendo slapped up a human being on your plate, like a literal human being, and said, oh, this is the remains of Mario's corpse, exquisitely made, y'all niggas gonna be but if you look across the street right now and see a person just eating a dead body, you'll be like, ew, that's a cannibal. You over there eating people, that's disgusting. That's Nintendo fans. They hypocrites as long as it has the word Nintendo Mario on it. So yeah, you're shedding a fuck ton, bro. God damn. Yeah, I'm starting to get an allergic reaction. Hold on, guys. Let me put this dog in the cage. Sorry about that. I had to unfortunately kick my dog out. But like I was saying, Nintendo fans, you don't have to get the console day one. You don't have to get none of the games day one. Unless you're like a content creator or something like that. And even then, you could literally just get up there and get your shit together and get that refresh finger ready. Excuse me, and refresh that tab 100 million, 1,000, 10 billion times and get the Switch like that if you really need it like that. But you don't need the Nintendo Switch day one. There's not a lot of reasons to get the Switch day one, number one. Number two, you should never try and get in on the ground floor of technology when it comes to the consumer end, because the first wave or two of any kind of console is usually The weakest and worst version is rare occurrences like the OG PS3, where that's actually stronger than the later in life PS3 in certain aspects and instances. But it's like the ground version is usually not only the worst version, it's usually the version that has all the weird bugs. Like for example, people who brought the PS5 in 2020, when they played Miles Morales, there was a weird bug where if you use the game resume feature and cut the console back on to try and resume straight into the game, you would brick your whole console. And that was like a really heavily advertised feature, the idea of just being able to go straight back into your games right where you left off, not having to do no loading into the main menu and all that, just going straight into the game through the gameplay part. So that happened to a lot of people who were early adopters of the PS5 base version. Then the PS5 Pro came out later on down the line, and it looks it is running certain games a little bit better and whatnot. And also the base version of the PS5 got cheaper. So like for those reasons that I listed, I usually never buy a console within the first year of release, because not only is it stupid hard, but there's no real reason to. Usually, like, we're not in 2013, we're not in 2006. Consoles don't run off of exclusives anymore, so there's rarely any games that become or stay exclusives on these consoles anymore. Like for example, if you didn't play Miles Morales in 2020, all you had to do was wait like a year or two and get it on PC. Let me see when it actually came to PC. When did... Okay, when did... Oh my god. Alright, let me try a game. Yeah, 2022. All you would have had to do was wait 2 years to play the game. And I'm not gonna lie, we was still in, or like just... Nah, it was winter time, so we were still inside the house, universally. Unless you were outside touching niggas with your hands like a dumbass. We was all inside during this time. So you would have got to play it in due time. You don't need to be an early adopter of any console, especially now. Now, I know Nintendo has a couple games here and there that you want to play, like Mario Kart World and stuff like that, but it's not going to be worth it. But let's see what Nintendo fans are doing to try and fight back. Because Nintendo themselves are trying to fight back, because on their end, they want as many consumers to buy those consoles as they can day one, and they're trying to keep it out of the hands of scalpers. Not because they really give a fuck, but more so because they want to stay in the good graces of their fans as much as they can, because they know their fans gonna eat up slop. And if your fans are gonna eat up slop and you're on good terms with them, the more the merrier. Except for Smash fans, we're just gonna get dick down and still play Smash. Many of the Switch 2 eBay listings are being taken down with the Switch 2 launch. Well, here's the thing. Insert picture of the thing. But here's the reason why they're taking them down now. Because the Switch hasn't even released. It hasn't even been up for pre-order. So these are essentially fake listings. That's why they're probably being taken down now. If they were actually selling the Switch, I don't think these listings would be taken down, because then they wouldn't be fake listings. They're actually selling you for a product for a price that they set. Again, guys, I know it's tempting, especially when you have tons of disposable income. You ain't got a lot of kids and nothing like that, and you grew up with a fucking N64, a GameCube, a Wii, and you're a sick fuck, so you brought a Wii U, then you brought a Switch, and I know you want to play fucking Breath of the Wild for the third console and pay for it for the third time in a goddamn row. I know that's the situation. I know that's the case. Control yourself. You don't need to play this game at all. Every console I've ever had, I've waited at least a year minimum, really 2, before I get the next console, because again, I don't want to be there when them day one glitches happen. Spending $500 for a console that could brick itself off some random dumb stupid shit. Nigga, no. Following the Switch 2's full reveal at the April 2nd Nintendo Direct episode, Nintendo confirmed that the console would initially start at $450 for the base console and $500 for the Mario Kart World bundle. Although Switch 2 pre-orders were initially set to begin on April 9th, they were set back, blah, 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 blah. Although the Trump tariff situation with the Switch 2, which for those of y'all who don't pay attention to the news, the Cheeto in chief basically says, I want to start a trade war with the world. I want to tariff everything, and he's putting high as fuck tariffs on a lot of countries that produce a lot of things that go into the Switch. So whether it comes to, and I know there's gonna be some dumbass out there being like, I buy my games digitally, this doesn't affect me. Well, nigga, yeah, you buy your games digitally, but guess what? Corporations will use any excuse they can to up the price. Again, if they up the price of physical, what makes you think they're not going to up the price of digital? This Nintendo switching thing is an example. Right now, the standard for games is $70, and Nintendo said 80 for digital, 90 for physical. Why are you charging different prices for the game? Number one. Number two, like, why you charging such significantly different prices for the games? Number one. Number two, this is a bad thing because Nintendo games never go on sale. So if the shit is $80 right now, nigga, in 2099, the shit is gonna be $79. All right, it's gonna take about 20-30 years for the, actually no, it's not. Nintendo game, if you're a game collector and you want to collect games for profit, basically, like you want to collect games as an investment, I swear to God, buy like 10 copies of every Nintendo exclusive. Them shits will never depreciate. Because, nigga, if you wanted to buy Breath of the Wild, when did that come out? Like 2017-ish? It's been 17, that's 3 years, and then 5, 6, 7, 8. It's been 8 years since Breath of the Wild released again. That game's still worth $50, $60. The price it dropped at. And I'm not gonna lie, the price is not gonna drop that much, because when you buy the Switch 2, you can still use that cartridge and play the exact same game from 2017 on a 2025 console. So that game still has value. And actually, if you buy it on the Switch 2, the price went up. So again, Nintendo games never drop in value. I hate it here, but that's a whole tariff situation to get you caught up. These games cost a fuck ton, and Nintendo came out and said, hey, the reason why the console costs a lot is because that's how much we want to charge for it. Tariffs had nothing to do with this price. Nah. So this shit might get more expensive than $500. And then remember, tax. And then when you want to get games down the line, that's even more money. So this is really a $600+ console, which, according to, ah shit, it's not working today. Wait. Hold on, let me try to restart my Stream Deck. In task, is it gonna work now? Okay, I don't know why my Stream Deck is working, but basically, if you get your games for Switch the yo-ho-ho way, you wait about 2-3 weeks after the game come out and you get it the yo-ho-ho way, the best version of the game is usually the PC version of Switch games. Now, how you end up with a PC version of a Switch game? You buy the cartridge and you ROM dump it, of course. Anyway, back to talking about how scalpers have already started pre-listing orders on eBay before the system's June 5th release. As reported by Nintendo Life, Reddit users on r/NS2 subreddit chose to fight against these scalpers, switch to eBay posts by mass reporting them and forcing eBay to take them down. Again, I don't think eBay is doing this because they fuck with y'all. I think eBay is doing this more so because they're putting up listings for some shit they can't deliver for like 2-3 months. Like, niggas is selling the idea of a pre-order. I think eBay is more not okay with that than them saying, oh man, we hate scalpers too. Fuck scalpers. Nigga, the first platform scalpers go to is eBay. Of course eBay likes scalpers. Reddit user, whatever, stated that pre-selling an item on eBay isn't allowed unless it can be shipped within 40 business days. If I could, I would press the flex bomb button. I figured it was a fucking technicality. They love scalpers over there. Everybody that scalps anything, nigga, if you wanted to scalp gum off the bottom of your shoe and sell it on eBay, they would let you. Switch stated that several Switch 2 scalper listings were removed since they fell outside the 40-day launch window, which goes against eBay's TOS. Another Redditor posted a poll to ask how many scalper listings of the Switch 2 were taken down, with some reporting eBay's AI assistant rejected their claims. So yeah, I don't even have to read any further. That's exactly what I said. Despite the ongoing effects, blah, 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 blah. I don't have to read any further. It's exactly what I said. They're catching these niggas off a technicality, but as soon as we get within that 40-day window, they're gonna say and ignore all the reports and stop giving a fuck. So I just want Nintendo fans to know, you did not take a W against the scalpers at all. They're still going to scalp, and even if they didn't scalp, there's still other sites they can do this shit on. There's a whole bunch of other apps that let you secondhand sell stuff, that they just put it up as a secondhand seller listing. And if anything, there's always places like Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace, Wayfair, StockX. So eBay would never be stupid enough to completely say no scalping. They're just gonna say no scalping for now. You can't pre-list the shit and it's 3 and 5 months away. That's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy. Going on to speak about Nintendo shit. They're selling $50 480p cameras in 2025. Let me repeat that. They're selling 480p cameras for $50 in 2025. I don't think y'all heard me. Let me say that one again. Nintendo is selling niggas 480p cameras for $50 in 2025. I just wanted to let y'all know that. And also another thing I wanted to say is I'm not really sure. Yo, whoever this is funny as fuck. This is what it's gonna look like on the Switch 2 when you're trying to play with your pussy for your e-date, for your e-girly. Anyway, and the thing about this that's probably gonna be fucking hilarious is if it comes out that the Switch 2 only allows you to connect your proprietary cameras. That means the Switch 2 is not gonna have is basically not gonna have face chat, because nobody's buying this shit unless it comes with the traditional Switch bundle, like it comes with the Switch, like the connected, which would be fucking suicide because that brings the price of the Switch up. And you see what Xbox One eventually started doing after people tried to pack in a camera with that shit. So now a lot more people are open to the idea of having cameras in their living room now more than 2013, to be fair. But there's gonna be a lot of people who, again, I keep saying this, who I even did a whole video where I showed y'all a random video I found on my For You showing exactly what I be talking about, which wasn't a case of confirmation bias because it was made in isolation from like the whole gaming discourse community, any of that. Whenever people are scrounging up dollars and people are saying we're about to hit a recession, nigga, in my mind, we're in the recession. Okay, the way all this tariff shit is going, we're in a recession. The way niggas need to move is like a recession is happening. Whenever niggas need to save up their money, whenever niggas need to scrounge up their dollars, one of the first parts of their budget that gets slimmed down is their entertainment budget. Niggas barely want to pay $500 for a console. And then you're telling me y'all niggas out here selling 480p cameras, which probably the camera feature to the Switch is going to be proprietary. Technically, we don't know yet, so I'll give them a little bit of leeway on that. But it's probably going to be proprietary. Yeah, nigga, this a L. If I could, I'd hit the boo button right now. But again, my shit is not working, and I don't feel like bend it down, unplug it, and do all that extra shit. Speaking on the type Nintendo path, apparently Pocket Pair has words about the idea of their game being described with Pokemon with guns. Now, I haven't read a look at this article, but my guess is gonna be they're gonna go, hey, we weren't even thinking about the idea of Pokemon for real when we made this. And the with guns thing was just a natural evolution that we thought the game should go down and the path it should go with. I think that's exactly what they're gonna do. Because one thing I also will say, to be fair, is they never themselves marketed this game as Pokemon with guns. That was kind of a thing the people in the community of this game marketed the game with. This is one of the times where like the community marketed the game better than the actual people who make the game. Because legally they can't say this, but the fans can. And this was the thing that got me into it, because the idea of Pokemon was never interesting to me. I never wanted to make a motherfucker fight for me, and then after I make that motherfucker fight for me, I just sit there and watch them get their shit twisted. That idea never appealed to me. But the idea of being able to battle alongside the pals, that makes it like, oh yeah, instead of me sending you out to go get your face pushed in, it's like, square up, pussy, and we jumping somebody. I like that idea. That's why the with guns part was appealing to me. So let's see what this article has to say. I'll go through the summary first. Pocket Pair's communications director doesn't like that the Pokemon with guns label, but acknowledges that it played a key role in Power's popularity. I would hit the flex bomb, but I can't. It's frozen right now. That's the thing that got me to play. But despite comparisons with Pokemon, the director revealed that Power was actually inspired by Arc, which a lot of people who played this, who heard about this game, heard Pokemon with guns, played it and realized it was more inspired by Arc. I agree. This game is more about survival crafting, because the Pokemon with guns concept makes you think that as soon as you boot up the game, you finna put a Draco in Pikachu's hand, when really that's not the case, because you gotta wait for fucking ever to be able to get to the parts where you can actually give your pal their first gun. And I'm not gonna lie, if you're giving Leaf Monk an AK-47, you're wasting resources. That shit is ass. Unless they buffed it or changed it, that shit has been ass and poorly balanced. So when you go into this game, think of it more of like one of those shitty early access survival games, but not as bad, because they actually are doing things to make it feel different, with the goal of offering more unique and personality driven creature experiences. That is something they did. He encourages players to try Power for themselves to see that it's much more than just Pokemon with guns. Yeah, it is. It's way more than Pokemon with guns. There's a lot more depth in terms of the, like, if you like simulation games like Sims, Inzoi, stuff like that. Actually, if you like simulation games like Inzoi, fuck that other game made by EA, pissing on their grave the second they die. If you like stuff like that, then this game is definitely for you, because like after you get your plantation, so to speak, your base to a certain point. Oh wait, hold up. Marvel Rivals finished reinstalling. Gotta move the icon back. Put that shit right there, because the optimization is shitty. Anyway, once you get your base to a certain point, you're basically playing Inzoi, but with pals instead of people you're controlling, and you're basically playing a resource management game, making sure that you got enough crops so that your pals can feed themselves. You're making sure that your bases have strong enough pals for it to not only be able to be defended, but that your pals have the right attributes to make sure that work and stuff like that doesn't take forever, and you're constantly upgrading, making more space in your bases, making more new bases, so on and so forth. So Power World is really a resource management game once you get past like trying to build up your first base. But if you just want to play a savage survival style, as in no base building and none of that, you can do that too. There's different ways to play it, because it's a game that's more sandboxy than it lets on, because like when people think sandbox game, they pretty much only think of Minecraft, but this game is pretty sandboxy if you let it be, and it could be very survival crafting based if you want it to be. This game is one of those games that is what you let it be, and the multiplayer elements aren't central to it, but they are important as you let them be. I wanted to read this article, but then I realized I don't give a fuck what James Cameron thinks. This trailer popped up in my algorithm, so I wanted to watch this, and I wanted to watch some of that fuck, what you call it? God damn it. The Outer Worlds. I don't know why my brain drew a blank. The Outer Worlds gameplay, and see what that's talking about. So first, let's pop this one in. Let's see what this trailer talking about. I just seen the screenshot, like the initial article screenshot for this game, and it looked cool, and it looked like it didn't have a shitty asset flip art style, so I said fuck it, let's check it out. this actually looks hard. This looks like it's on like some Hyrule Warriors type shit, but isometric and a more Hades type angle. I wonder if it's rogue type. Like, cause this does give me somewhat of a Hades type feel. Hades mixed with Hyrule Warriors. I mean, not Hyrule Warriors, Dynasty Warriors, like I said. As long as this shit isn't rogue, like, I would actually want to get this. This might be the first game on my wish list. Like, the fuck? Or is it out already? Oh, I don't like the size of that skill tree. If this game is under like 20 hours, like if it's like a 15-hour game, I'd definitely love to play this. Oh shit, Baphomet, we get to beat on the Illuminati devil. Let's go. I'm trying to spank the devil out of consciousness. The thing that really drew me to this game is the art style. It looks pretty. Oh man, 2025. That's not a release date. I'm sad. It's coming to Steam. Hopefully it comes to EGS. But yeah, that actually looks pretty cool. Not gonna lie. If I could hit the clap it up button, I would. But again, this shit is fucking frozen. Now with the Outer Worlds gameplay, I'm not gonna watch the whole thing. It's 11 fucking minutes long, but I don't want to speed through it like on double speed. And I already know there's no talking because I've seen the first couple minutes. So I'm gonna just skimp around and just hit play and react to what I'm seeing.
Welcome to our latest IGN First, and it's all about The Outer Worlds 2. This is the very first look at its gameplay to kick off our exclusive coverage throughout the month of April. I got to visit the developers at Obsidian to see the game.
It's all can stop pretty soon.
How it was made and get insight on a ton of its new features.
So this is a different video.
In the coming weeks, but for now, enjoy this look at a quest that takes you through the N-Ray facility, where you'll see many of its new gameplay systems in action.
Okay, yeah, the talking stops pretty soon. Because I never played Outer Worlds 1. I watched somebody play through it, but I know this game has a lot of different endings and a lot of different choices, and you could deadass cut off certain whole missions and mechanics in the game by killing people. And like, I want to play through the first game and see if it can, how it connects to the second game in terms of story and all that. Because when I was watching somebody else play it, I really wasn't paying attention too much. Okay, you're walking through stealthily. What happens when you get in there?
Glorious. Hope my enthusiasm doesn't get the better of me. Those traitors need to suffer.
So they're a little bit too horny to go and kill ops. Okay, so you sneaking around. I'm not gonna lie, I'm about to skip past this shit. I'm not sneaking up on nobody. I'm gonna run in and I'm gonna shoot the shit out of you. And I'm gonna save scum until it works.
My gateway to transcendence. My pipe.
I'm not doing none of this shit. Mama ain't raised no hoe. Mama raised a nigga that was gung-ho. Bow! That's all you gonna know. That's all I'm gonna know. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, I gotta restart my computer. Oh my god. Okay, I'm missing the action. Hold on. What the fuck? This shooting looks a little bit ass. I'm not saying it has to be more twitchy or anything, but it looks slow as fuck. I'm shooting piss on the ops. Picking up random shit and random spots and random spaces. I fuck with it. Wait, do I have to load to walk through doorways? Oh my fucking god. That's some Bethesda ass shit.
Floppy. If I wasn't already here to kill all these traitorous fools, I'd be forced to use one or two as an example to the rest.
What? Shorty horny to get a kill. Let me fast forward through. See if I get some more action.
Science allows us to unveil the wonder of the rifts. We do not disrespect it. Now, is there any science around here we can use to find and kill them?
It's a shame the facility is in shambles. We have an N-ray scanner device that may render the cultist.
Tara Strong, I can hear you. If y'all don't know how to recognize Tara Strong's voice, if you've ever watched Teen Titans, it doesn't matter which one. She's done voices for Beast Boy and Raven in both. Just listen out for Teen Titans characters. She sounds like fucking Raven. Listen.
We have an N-ray scanner device that may render the cultists far easier for one to locate.
You can't tell me that ain't Tara Strong. If that's not Tower Strong, I'm gonna do a backflip off a bridge.
An optical device
Straight into some pillows. That got me fucked up.
given off by all living beings. Visible or not, the cultists still give off N-rays. It was stored nearby.
Hey, yo, they give off nigga rays? That's what's up.
You'll likely need to
They nigging it up over there.
wall there behind the screen to get anywhere near it. Don't worry. I'll just be here in my deepening puddle of blood.
Okay, that's cool. I want to see some more combat. I want to see what that combat looking like.
Cheers me.
He's sneaking down people. I don't want to sneak down nobody. I want to see what it look like to run in and shoot niggas dead in their mouth. They sneaking around like some bitches. Yeah.
You can use it to see the wires connecting this door to the nearest override panel.
Yeah, let's see what this part talking about.
The taste of what's to come in the Outer Worlds 2 and what we're covering in this month's IGN First. We'll be
Alright, that's cool. That being said, I'm about to restart my motherfucking stream. It's gonna lag a bit when I'm restarting it, but yeah, I had to restart my fucking computer, god damn it. I clicked the wrong goddamn tab. Yeah, damn it. Yeah. I'm gonna start it and stop the streaming and restart it. All you have to do is reload your tab if you're here.